Let's look at God as an evolved myth of meaning. Early human societies faced enormous unknowns: weather, illness, death, fertility, the cosmos. In response, they constructed myths to assign meaning, reduce anxiety, and promote survival through communal ritual and cohesion. Gods emerged as causal agents. The gods sent the rain, or the gods are angry. Also as moral arbiters to explain why some actions were taboo or sacred, and story anchors to pass wisdom, tradition, and warnings across generations. God, in this sense, was a story-shaped survival mechanism, a personified explanation for the unexplainable. So the concept starts with nature spirits, which are tied to place, weather, and cycles, and then evolves into anthropomorphic gods, gods with emotions, families, and flaws, and then into omnipotent creators, abstract deities with absolute power and infinite scope. As human cognition expanded, so too did the complexity of our myths. But each step up the mythological ladder said more about us than about any true divine being. While early myths were speculative, inviting awe and imagination, later religious systems, particularly Christianity and Islam, began making absolute, unfalsifiable claims. This shift had a few devastating effects. Curiosity became heresy. Wonder was replaced by dogma. The gods were no longer explorations of what could be, they were mandates of what must be. Falsehood then becomes foundation. Theologies were built on claims of historical events and divine interventions that never occurred, but were enforced as truth. Imagination was chained to illusion. Instead of myths pointing toward unknown possibilities, they began restricting belief to known fictions defended by violence, orthodoxy, and fear. So instead of investing our myths in what we might become, we started investing them in what we must obey. A tragic hijacking of human potential. This isn't myth as imagination, it's myth as manipulation. And it's a distinct feature of monotheistic absolutism in the Abrahamic traditions. Let's talk about God as the reflective artifact of human limits. Our imaginations have boundaries. Even when we claim God is infinite or beyond comprehension, the images, metaphors, stories, and rituals we use to represent that God are thoroughly human. God has a throne, a voice, emotions, even favorites. God hears, speaks, loves, and judges. God favors certain languages, tribes, or texts. In truth, the God beyond limits is always defined by the storyteller's limits. We are anthropocentric beings projecting ourselves onto the cosmos. This is the inescapability of culture. Culture shapes our metaphors. Language shapes our logic. Experience shapes our categories.